It's from 1990, so no wonder it sounds like that. You can only hear it. Used to sound like words, but now it sounds like this. Yeah, it sounds like a fucking cartoon fucking kindergarten teacher, fucking politician, dick-sucking, fucking Hollywood, fucking admired, fucking all around the fucking world whore. I know one. And they're so rotten, so evil. So I hope that anyone who hears this can understand where I'm coming from, can understand how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking about things that I know to be going on in this world, in this dimension. The Jeffrey Epstein stuff, and on top of that, the celebrities that are involved that don't speak about it until maybe something about them does break in the mainstream media. But before that moment, they're all just partying on and showing off their bodies, regurgitating anything that the fucking government, the tyrannical government, wants them to fucking say, and trying to look classy and like an all-around good person at the same time, and say all that shit's just an act. Everything that they're fucking doing to fucking bring this world down. Regardless of if it's an act or not, and it's not an act, it shouldn't be happening. But yeah, they won't say anything about all their involvement with Jeffrey Epstein until it fucking breaks. Then they'll say something, maybe. But before that, yeah, nothing. If anything, they'll just speak about, oh yeah, that's going on, and it's so sad, and it's like all these models that just gave themselves up to him. Hello. It was a lot more than just models. Many fucking famous people that many people admire these fucking days are guilty as well. They're involved in the really evil shit that Jeffrey Epstein was doing and putting others through and having them be involved in. It was a network of people. Just like how Thomas Schoenberger comes with a network of people. And those people are even involved in the Jeffrey Epstein shit. The really evil, awful stuff that has happened, and is probably continuing to happen. Jeffrey Epstein probably isn't even dead. I mean, his camera goes out at the same time that he fucking dies, and then the camera in his cell magically starts working again right after he fucking dies. Yeah, okay. If this was a movie, we would know. If we were sitting down on a fucking couch watching a movie on DVD, and we seen this as a scene in a movie, we'd be like, okay, yeah, something happened to him. Okay, what did the bad people do with him? They obviously took him out of fucking prison, right, and helped him, or they killed him, right? But we don't get to see that scene. We don't get to see those scenes in the movie. Not in 3D, this third dimension, planet Earth. We don't get to see that shit at all. We just get the consequences of what happens next without being able to see those scenes. And many people just accept it. Many people don't even fucking care. They care more about money. And ironically, money is the source of these people's power, as well as occultic knowledge. And they basically keep us like minions for them. And so, not caring is actually giving yourself up to them anyway. That's fucking ridiculous, but this is how the third dimension is designed to be. It's a dimension of hell where really awful things are going on. But like someone who's ignorant and doesn't know a lot, you can place yourself into a higher dimension, a higher vibe. Even us that, well, do know we can do this, and we do. We put ourselves into a higher state of consciousness, even while being in the third dimension, a dimension of hell. And, yeah, we don't get completely sucked into it, even though we're in it. Whew. man, just these people. I mean, you can even look up, find a celebrity that, you know or heard about is involved in the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. Look at their Instagram, look for family members. Look at their profiles. Start to look into things. You'll see a lot of them are into extreme Zionism and worshiping Moloch. I'm not fucking kidding. But people admire these people because they're sexy. Or they've done great work on a certain movie or TV show. Everything awful and evil and cruel and mean that they do, oh well, look at their bodies, they're fucking sexy, I like them. Or they've done this in this movie or TV show, I fucking like them because their character is really cool. They can do any evil, fucked up shit they want, I still fucking admire them. Because of how they are acting on TV, the act they are putting on. You admire them because of their act, but if you fucking knew who they really were, you wouldn't really want to admire that person and that act anymore. You'd like to admire it from someone else, though, but not them. They're attention whores. They're government hookers. They're government hookers. Lady Gaga even wrote a song called Government Hooker. I recommend anyone look that up. And yeah, let this shit piss you off. But no, again, like I said in a previous video, like in the movie Scooby-Doo, and again, might sound ridiculous, but imagine that green evil spirit within them that's able to be sucked out of them. And when it is sucked out of them, they return back to their innocent, loving selves. That happens in real life. But not to everyone. So yeah, don't get too mad, but get fucking mad, because anger is an energy, which is exactly what John Lydon of the Sex Pistols, his book is all about. And if you find the right words, I remember he wrote something like, you can find all the right words, and if you can find them all and put them in a sentence, you can really impact the world. And that's what he did, even with God Save the Queen. She ain't no human being. His song during his time in the Sex Pistols, it made a lot of headlines as well as him calling out Jimmy Savile back in the 70s or 80s. That's what John Lydon did, a.k.a. Johnny Rotten of the Sex Pistols. And he made noise back then. And he still continues to, but not as much as he did back then, which is unfortunate. Like some of those Pizzagate videos, those videos that came out around the time of which Pizzagate was spoken about, but they are videos being released that were actually happening, were actual things caught on tape that aren't good. Like children screaming in the basement of a pizza place, which is connected with underground tunnels, and even connects to the Playboy Mansion. Yet the mainstream media is not going to say anything about that. They're not going to talk about how the misinformation, the fake news, is being mixed in with news that is true, so that that real news can be discredited just as easily as the ridiculous fake news is. That is what the fucking mainstream media needs to say. But they never fucking say that. And I kept emailing them. I emailed CNN, CTV, Global, Fox, to say that, speak about that, explain that. That way people don't dismiss so much and are laughing about very evil, awful shit and being idiots about that fucking shit, being ignorant pieces of shit that just look evil as fuck to people that know that that stuff is real, is true, but is being mixed in with fake news so that it can be discredited as well. People need to smarten up and realize that shit, and the mainstream media needs to fucking explain that. For once, I've been waiting for them to explain that for years now. Holy shit. And to listen to my story and what I went through, and this is everything that I learned from that I came to understand personally, by what I personally went through, which involves some really notorious people that are known for this stuff. I don't know why they won't fucking listen to my story and pick it up and tell people what's happening, so that people don't remain ignorant and looking evil as fuck when they're laughing about really awful shit that is true. Like some of these celebrities do on their podcasts. They laugh about the most evil shit. And the message some of them want to give across is like, to be a gentleman or a lady, you have to be trashy and mean and then sweet and kind and generous at the same time. And sexually fucked up. But it's part of the bitchy side of being classy. And enjoying the fame, just like Courtney Love does. It's the fucking same with the other person that I'm thinking about. And, yeah, they even use, anyway. They're enjoying it. They're having fun degrading themselves and being disrespected and being degraded by other people and loved at the same time. So it's all good for them, and they have a lot of money. They fucking deserve what they fucking get. That wasn't a threat. What they could get is like a fart in the face. But, they're pieces of shit. And, their karma is their karma. And, you know, they've chosen the path they want to go. It's a shame that I've admired some of them since I was really young. And that I actually grew to like them and love them, which is really weird. But a lot of that is because of my dreams. I've had so many dreams of certain ones, so many experiences in different dimensions. I realized that spiritually. And so I connect it all, and it's exhausting, because this dimension is lame, pretty much full of unaware people, and pretty crappy. Yeah, very evil and dark. And people want to stay two-faced. People that are really influential, some of them. Holy shit. So classy, bitchy, nice, sweet, and loving, and evil, and cruel, and sexually twisted, and smart, all at the same time. And it's all for one giant fucking boner. Yeah. Their fucking life is stupid now, but they're used up, and, they just want to stay that way. And so, yeah. Basically, people use their mouths, and they can, for money. But I do way more than their mouth does in one day, or 1 week. They are admired for abusing themselves. For doing things, saying things that, you know, if they know hurts another person, hurts themselves, but they get paid to be like that, and to stay doing that, to stay abusing their mental health and spiritual health, and basically just taking care of their physical health so they can look good, and the whole being perceived as an all-around good person. But they're sex-addicted, childish, dumb, narcissistic idiots, and they don't seem to want to change from being their two-faced selves. And that's really unfortunate. Hopefully one day they stop abusing themselves, and hopefully more people stop admiring them for abusing themselves for us, for our own sick entertainment. And, yeah, hopefully the people close to those people have more respect, gain more respect for them, and don't want to put up with them abusing themselves or other people. Hopefully. Some of them are really bitchy, trashy, and childish. and smart all at the same time, and dumb all at the same time. Because they have many personalities going on as well. But they're being used by really awful people, and they've turned into really awful people because of things they have done for many, many years since they were really young. And it's unfortunate that they don't want to live a life where they could actually get respect from people, not just be admired for hurting themselves and other people, as well as their talents when they're not hurting themselves. But it would be great to actually have those people be respected more than just admired for what they do. Anyway, respected as a person, but some of them just don't want to be a great person, and it wouldn't matter if they were famous or not. There would be outrage based on what they've done in their personal lives that the people are aware of, they see. And people might be like, oh, how do you know? Well, we have something called social media, and they have checkmark profiles, and sometimes they post really degrading, awful, perverted, shocking, exposing stuff about themselves in their own personal lives, but then they delete it. But you can always find it after on Google, some of it, if it was snapshotted and saved.